Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Padaman. Today's video we have the not five best cards. I don't know why I always say that, but we're gonna have the best cards from each price range and overall range for today's video. Drop a like, let's go for 20 likes on this video. Appreciate the support. Now, give me some underrated cards that you've been using that you find are good and other people want to use. This is, I think, third week edition. Next week, every Sunday, we're gonna do this. Drop a like, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys at the end, man. First card on my list is going to be 83 overall Elias Pettersson. Now this is his special card, 83. I do think this special card is good. I've used his base card before in Hockey Ultimate Team, his 82. His 82 is solid. 83, to start off the 83s, again, we're going to have 2 cards per overall. So I'm going to give you guys a bunch of cards. Next week's edition of this video, we're going to start off at 84. So each week I'm going to cut one off. Again, 83 overall Elias Pettersson to start off this budget card video. He should be pretty cheap. A good third, fourth line player you can use just to fill in your team. He comes with 87 slap shot accuracy, 85 slap shot power, both 85 wrist shot and wrist shot accuracy with power. Good shot. He's 6'2". He's pretty tall out there. His speed, acceleration is solid. He does the job for a guy like just a solid budget player that you need on your team. Now he's not gonna be anything special, but I do think he's above average in my opinion. He's got the important stats nailed down, like shot and speed, and he's 6'2". He's not going to get knocked off the puck, so that's going to kind of kick off this video. Alright, the next 83 card I have is Clayton Keller. A little bit different than Pettersson. Keller is, 5'10", so he doesn't have that height advantage that Pettersson has. He's got spark and no contest as his synergy and abilities. He comes without any synergies activated. 89 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 speed. So the speed, the acceleration, and the agility is already better than Pettersson. He's got, the shot's slightly worse than Pettersson, but he's got good hands. He's got good deking. With spark, you get up to a 91 accelerations, which is very good for an 83 overall card. Like I said, a good third, fourth line player that you can put on your team. These budget cards, they're good cards to have to fill in the rest of your team. So I think this is a solid card. I think you can get him under 15,000 coins. He is a prime time, so he might be a little bit expensive just because he's not in packs. But overall, I think this is a good 83 overall card. Definitely one of the best in the game just because of that speed, acceleration. But if I had to be honest, I've used Pettersson's card, so I'm going to be a little bit biased. I do think Pettersson is the better card just because of the height advantage. Alright, the final card for the 83 overall list is Nico Hischier. Then we're going to move on to the 84s. Now, Hischier, I think he might be the best option because he's 6'1". He's got 88 speed, 88 acceleration. I can't speak. Comes with buzzing, gets him up to an 89 speed. Shot isn't the best out of all of them. Pettersson has the best shot. But if we're talking about in terms of shot, balance, speed, height, all that, I think Hischier is the best of both worlds between Pettersson and the Keller. So again, I think Hischier might be the best one out of the 3 I've showed you. Again, it all depends on what your play style is. Do you guys want to have more speed and maybe give up some size, or would you want to have more size and a better shot and less speed, or have a mix of both? So that's kind of the 3 options you can choose from for the 83s. Alright, to kick off the 84s, I got Primetime Barzal. So if you don't have his X Factor card, this is a very good alternative option. Again, he's going for 20,000 coins, the cheapest on the market. He should drop down more in price as the days continue. Solid card for the price. 84 overall. He can play your second line, third line, fourth line. Honestly, he can even be on your first line just because of how good his speed is. He comes with 93 speed, no synergies, 93 straight speed, 91 acceleration. Again, agility at 86. It is what it is, but again, speed, acceleration, amazing. Shot, honestly, isn't even that bad. I would pay the 20,000 coins and take Barzal over the other 3 players I've shown you. Like I said, if you're looking for just filler players, you can get the other 3 83s. But I always feel like the best option is to save your coins and go for the higher end guys instead of going 83s, especially since we're going into week 3 of NHL. We're about to go into week 4. As the weeks keep going, my biggest advice is start saving your coins, start buying the bigger players. Barzal is a perfect fit for your team. He can play your first line right now, and maybe in 2 weeks he could be on your third line, fourth line. So I always think Barzal's worth the coins. The 20,000 coins you're gonna pay for him, because I feel like on most teams he will be on your team for a long time, especially if you can't afford his X Factor. I would go out, get his prime time. It does everything. He's got ankle breaker. You get light the lamp. It gets a boost to his shot, especially for his wrist shot. I think this is a very good card just because of the stuff he has, you know, like the speed, the shot, the size. A very valuable card to have, versatile card in my opinion. There's not a lot of hot cards that are versatile, you know. There's some of those cards that like they'll only do good as a first line player, then you can't have them on your team. Well, Barzal, he can play any role in your team. So just the speed is so valuable. So I think he's a really good option for an 84. All right, we got another forward for 84s. I got some defensemen in mind. We got Jasper Bratt. As you can see, as you guys can see, we got Jasper Bratt here. Like I said, I would personally go ahead and buy Barzal instead of Bratt. I think Barzal is a better card, but again, this is not a bad forward card, 84. Again, I'm trying to show you guys cards that are kind of underrated that haven't been mentioned before. So again, you guys are probably like, oh, Jasper Bratt, yo, who is this guy? I'm trying to show you guys underrated cards. The reason why I like him is, again, fly the zone activated, get up to 90 speed, tape to tape. Not the best ability this year, but I mean, you get up that 90 speed, 88 acceleration. Again, a very fast player, fits the meta, 5'10". But I do think you should much rather save your coins and go for the Barzal. I think Barzal is easily one of the best 84s in the game. Probably one of the best cards you can honestly buy. Alright guys, so defensemen are always tough in Hockey Ultimate Team, especially from 84 to 86. There's not that many defensemen that you can really pick from, in my opinion. I think the best options you have, honestly, is investing your coins and going out and buying one of the big boys. Like I said, I think Cale Makar, Josi, Hedman, these are kind of the best defensemen in the game. But that's why it's kind of hard to do this video every single week, because again, I try to do research, I try to give you guys good defensemen. But I think my biggest advice is, if you're trying to get a good defender, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. The thing about forwards in Hockey Ultimate Team is you can get away with forwards. You know, if a guy can a guy can have 90 speed, being 82 overall, you can get him and you can use him. D-men, it's a little bit tougher. So the biggest tip I have for D-men, like Chris Chelios right here, he's an 85 overall card, 87 speed, good, you know, good ability, good synergy. He's going for what, like 80,000 coins. Let's see how much he's going for. He's going for 80,000. Like, defensemen are so much more expensive, so I'm gonna kind of just group them together. Now, the best defensemen in the game right now, budget wise, they're very low. It's base cards. Base defenseman cards are probably the best budget cards you can get. Guys like, you know, Adam Fox, or, you know, John Carlson's base card. But yet again, I just don't feel like I just feel like you're better off saving your coins and going after, for example, Cale Makar. He's the best defenseman in the game probably, right? He's expensive, 110,000 coins. You're better off going for his X Factor. Same with Victor Hedman. It's very hard to find good budget D-men cards in the game. So I'm going to just tell you guys right now, for defensemen, I would say the base cards are the best. You know, for example, Yosi's and stuff like that. But Adam Fox, we talked about him last week. His price already jumped. But with that being said, 88 overall primetime Josi is a solid defenseman if you have the coins to go get him. He's going to cost you around 100,000 coins. But I do think he's a solid demon. Elite Edges is a very good ability. Protector is good. 87 speed, 88 acceleration, good shot on him. He's got the perfect defenseman stats. But like I said, it is going to cost you a lot to get a good defenseman. My biggest tip is try to get two good D-men. Try to get a good left-handed defenseman and a good right-handed defenseman. Go out, spend coins, get a solid left-hander and a solid right-handed defenseman. Josi is one of the best left-handed defensemen in the game. I do think if you don't have the coins for his prime time, go buy his base card. His base card will do the same thing, but he's going to kind of kick off the elite part of this video. And again, if you guys are looking for cheap defensemen who give you guys speed and acceleration, a lot of the women's cards, they're pretty cheap right now. Like, let's see for her. She's going for around under 11,000 coins. Yes, 11,000 coins. They're pretty cheap right now on the market. The biggest issue with them is you got to be aware about the shot power. They're not going to have the best shot on them. That means, you know, DDD one-timers ain't going to be the best. But everything else, like speed is going to be there good. Acceleration is going to be good. They're also going to be cheap, but it's the shot power that's going to really suck. But to wrap up the defenseman section of this video, again, like I said before, best option is to save up your coins. Try to get X Factor Makar. If you have a spotlight card, try to get the Byram if you can. Byram is a really good card. If you can get his free version from the spotlight event, he's a solid defenseman, solid left-handed defenseman who's going to last you. Honestly, I would say he can last you like a month or two. He's got a great shot, great speed. But like I said, D-men are hard. So with these weekly budget card / best cards to buy videos that I make, the defenseman is always going to be like the most valuable. So my biggest tip is try to go out and buy defensemen right away. Because, for example, if you get Cale Makar, you go out there, you spend 100,000 coins, you get Makar, he should be on your team for a solid month. So the coins you're paying a high price, but he's also going to be on your team for a long period of time. That's kind of my big tip with buying defensive cards. You want to buy someone who has good speed, good acceleration, good shot power, and good defensive awareness, and someone who can last your team for a while, because you don't want to be spending coin after coin every week to upgrade your demon. Get the best defenseman right away. Of course, you're going to sacrifice your coins, but they'll be on your team for a long period of time. David Pastrnak, solid card as well. Always the problem is his agility. Everything else is solid, man. If again, agility is not the best, but that's why his card's kind of cheap. He's got a good shot, good speed on him. He's going for around, I would say, 38,000 coins. Agility is a concern, but he has good speed, good acceleration. He's a good solid 85 to start off this 85 overall plus section. All right, 85 overall primetime Mikko Rantanen. Another good card if you can't afford his higher end card. He's got a distributor, +1 to acceleration, +2 to deking, 87 excel, 86 agility, 86 speed. Solid for the skating stats. Good shot, 87s for both slap shot accuracy and power, 88 for the accuracy for wrist shot, 85 wrist shot power. Solid card. He's going for like 34,000 coins. I think, he's cheap. 30,000 coins, honestly, very solid price for him. He might be probably the best 85, but there's not a lot of cards. Like, if you want, we all know the best cards are McDavid, right? You're gonna have to pay a lot of coins for that. So it's very hard to kind of make these videos, because again, I want to balance out good cards, also the price. So I think that's gonna kind of wrap up this week's edition of this video. I am gonna try to make a better version next week. Again, I feel like it's just there's not that many special cards. Again, this year, EA, they haven't been adding too many special cards. Again, that's a big problem, right? So this week it's only 3 cards, but if you guys want better cards, watch last week's video. Like I said, last week's video, there's a lot of good defensemen from last week's video that still applied this week. So again, hope you guys use my tips. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe, catch you in my next video. Peace out.